Hello, planet Earth. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're at IDK, my BFF Jill730. I'm Preston L. Young, wishing you warm salutations and congratulations. As always, you've made your way to the Buffyngton post. Alright guys, so today it's time for another viewer-submitted top 5 episodes. This one comes from Beauty Effulgent. That's her YouTube handle anyway. Her name's Courtney. And she gave me her list of top 5s. She says, LOL, my top 5 would have literally been 1, Once More with Feeling, 2, The Body, 3, Hush, 4, Becoming, 5, The Gift. But since we're excluding the 7 most talked about episodes, and then she proceeds with her list. But I want to tell you guys, just because I decided to not put the flagship episodes in my top 5, please feel free. I feel like it's a little easy, and that's the only reason I didn't do that in mine. But if you're submitting your top 5, and feel free, just don't think that because I put limitations on my own list that you should as well. But I do appreciate you, Courtney, for excluding them, so I will give you that, so thanks. So without further ado, let's jump into Courtney, aka Beauty Effulgent's top 5 Buffy episodes. Here we go.
Just do that Care Bears countdown. Just when you need them, they'll be there.
Just when you need them, they'll be there.
Don't be afraid when clouds are brewing in your heart. If you can dream, just send a wish out in the dark and do that Care Bears countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Courtney's user handle on YouTube is Beauty Effulgent, and I was so certain that I was just going to get a list of 5 super spike heavy episodes, but really no, they're all about Willow. Alright, so number 5, Courtney has Triangle. One of my go-to episodes for a good laugh. Willow and Anya are both comedic geniuses on their own, but put them together and it's comic gold. The dialogue in that ep is priceless. Willow, I wish Buffy was here. And then, Buffy comes in. I wish I had $1 million. And yes, you're right. It was worth a shot, Willow. So, yeah, Triangle is one of those episodes. It's not one that I particularly like to revisit just because, again, with the Anya continuity issues, but it is fun. I especially love the moment where Buffy is kind of sobbing into Tara's shoulder about the miraculous love. So it's really fun. Olaf gets some good funny stuff, and we actually just, we get to see Xander say, hey, I'm not going to choose sides between you and you, so you two really need to get your shit together. And yeah, Triangle, it's a good episode. It's a bit of fun just to have some fun. And you're right, it's got some really good lines in it. So number 4, Villains and 2 to Go. So she pretty much did what I did in counting Graduation Day parts 1 and 2 as one episode because Villains, 2 to Go, and Grave really are a 3-part episode, so I'll give it to you. She says, I know I'm cheating. Sue me. Season 6 is so serialized toward the end that I started to include Entropy and Seeing Red too, lol. But anywho, Dark Willow, enough said, and also probably the best ending to any episode ever. I'd like to test that theory. Goosebumps. You're right. I'd like to test that theory. Okay, so I remember when this episode aired, and at the very end, boom, wham bam, green flash, and then there's Giles, and it was just like, fuck yeah, Giles. Okay, and Willow doing the whole, crazy, just going evil. I mean, I feel like they really wasted a lot of their budget on Once More with Feeling, which, more power to you. It's a great episode. So when we get to Dark Willow, I feel like they just had run out of money, and if they had a little bit more in the special effects budget, I would have loved this Dark Willow arc, but the punchline is, it just doesn't come across as well as I think it could. But, there are some really great lines in both of these episodes. Seeing Warren try and run away from Willow is just kind of sad. And it's a big turning point for the Willow character, and to this day in Season 10, she's not ever the same person as she was at the start of Season 6, which is great. So, I agree. Villains and 2 to Go, great episodes. Alright, so for number 3, Homegirl has Passion. She says, 'cause how could you not? This is the first taste of how dark the show could get. Angelus was just excellent. That scene is legendary. What else is there to say? It's a masterpiece. And you're right. I listed Passion as my honorable mention for my top fives, and this episode is so exactly what Buffy can be as a show. It hits all the moments. You get the funny stuff with Willow talking about nailing up crosses in her Jewish home. We get the awful, but beautiful reveal of Jenny's dead body in Giles's home. And we get Giles really just trying to go crazy and kill Angel. And that whole, like, scene with Buffy and him at the end, it's really lovely. It's a good show. Number 2, Selfless. This episode is genius for many of the reasons you already mentioned. It has everything. It's touching, hilarious, heartbreaking, shocking, and thought-provoking. And Anyas Life. Yes, isn't Anya life? And how great is D'Hoffryn? You know, I really like that we are seeing more of D'Hoffryn throughout season 10, even though we really haven't seen him very much lately. But this is such the world building that goes into this episode, especially being that we are in the 7th season with Selfless. It's really nice to flush out Anya's character and give her something that really means something to her, because, as I said before, this is the first time Anya really has to deal with what it is that she wants and who it is that she's going to be. And so I totally agree, Anya is life. Number 1, Doppelgangland. Who doesn't love Doppelgangland? Okay. Is there anything better than Willow? Yes, 2 Willows. I've probably seen this episode more than any other Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode, and that's saying a lot. Each line in this episode is a work of art. Everything that comes out of Willow's mouth is absolutely hilarious. I know I sound like such a fangirl, but I don't care. Best dialogue ever. Courtney, you are so right. When Joss really hits it, he really hits it. And this episode is absolutely no exception. This episode is just so high up there for all the fans because Willow is so much fun. And like I was saying, Willow really is the voice of the audience. And so to have her try and pretend to be evil, and that line where she says, "I'm not a vampire," she sounds like really offended by it. It's just a lovely episode, and it's lovely to get to explore the duality within Willow, and that she's not just, you know, this plain Jane pushover Willow. And we actually get, you have Bored Now in 2 of your favorite episodes. So Bored Now actually was born here. And I love that line about how she says, "I'm all skanky and evil. I think I'm kind of gay." Comes back later on in season 6, and it's just one of those episodes that, yes, you could watch it a million times and never get tired of it. And yeah, this is the one where Faith, of course, tries to betray everybody as she has gone over to the mayor's side. And of course, everybody loves the little cross gag. And then when Angel comes in and he's like, "Willow's dead. Hey, Willow." It's just one of those episodes, and there's really not enough praise for it. So, Courtney, I hope you've enjoyed your top 5 episodes video. If you would like to submit your top 5s, you can just leave them down in the comment section below. And be sure to tweet at me at @VPWitty with a photo of yourself and, you know, say, "Hey, I'm this person on YouTube," so that I can give you credit and show the world your lovely face. That's pretty much all I've got for today, you guys. I hope you're having a great 2015 so far. Have yourself a lovely day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Just do that Care Bears countdown. Just when you need them, they'll be there.
Just when you need them, they'll be there.
Don't be afraid when clouds are brewing in your heart. If you can dream, just send a wish out